so we're back. Number 5 and 6. Our next one's factor when a is greater than 1. That means this a right here. So 2 is greater than 1 and 3 is greater than 1. So these are great examples. Okay? Alright, here we go. Alright, so we're going to do our ACB. Same idea. So I've got AC is equal to 2 times a negative 9. Okay, and that's going to give me a negative 18. Okay, and then my B is going to be a positive 7. And I want to take my signs, remember. Alright, so now you're going to give me some factors of 18. So you've got your 1 and 18, 2 and 9, 3 and 6. Okay, so again, you're going to subtract the pair from over here to give you a 7. So what pair gives you a 7? When you subtract that out, that would be your 9 and your 2. Good job. Alright. Then again, this is going to go with the bigger number. Alright, so all I'm going to do is just do bigger number now because we don't need to write it all out. So then I've got my positive 9 and my minus 2. Remember, if this is a subtraction or a negative up here, you're going to subtract the pair and then the signs have to be different. Okay? Alright, so the signs have to be different there. So then, now what you're going to do over here, okay, is you're going to set this up. So you're going to take this first term, so that's going to be 2x squared. That's going to be 2x squared. Alright, then you're just going to give me a space, and then you're going to give me the minus 9 right here. Okay? So you're going to bring this down. Give me 2 spaces for these right here, and then bring me that minus 9 down. Okay? Alright, so now, these are what my x terms are. These are what I'm looking for. This is my x squared term, this is my constant. I need to figure out what's going on with my x's there. Okay? Now, the easiest thing is to put the negative 1 first. So you got this is going to be my negative 2x, and it's going to be with your 9x. Okay? So that's what you're going to put right here. So you're going to put negative 2x plus 9x. Don't forget to put your signs in there. Okay, then you're going to group these together. So you're going to take these two, you're going to group them like that, and then you're going to take these two, you're going to group them like that, leave your sign on the outside there. Okay? Then what you're going to do is you're going to find your GCF, what we did in the first examples. Okay, so just for this parenthesis part right there, let's find out what the GCF is. So the GCF is a 2x. And then you factor that out and you finish it. Okay? So 2 goes into 2 once. Alright? You don't have to put the 1 there. You can if you want to. Pardon me. And then if you have x squared here, you take out an x, then you have x left. Minus, I take out a 2 and I took out the x, so this is x minus 1. That's what's left there. Okay? Plus, now what's my GCF on this? This is 9x minus 9. So that's going to factor out my 9, and then I've got x minus 1 left. Okay, so then that's what I have left there. Now, what happens is, when you know you're on the right track, is these will be exactly the same. These will be exactly the same binomial. Okay, then you know you're on the right track, okay? Woohoo! Alright, so then you're going to do x minus 1. That's this term, and then you're going to put this term together right here. Then you're going to put these two together right there. Alright, and that's going to be your second binomial. So that's going to be 2x plus 9, and there's your final answer. There it is, factored out for you. Okay? Alright, so let's try this one over here then. Okay, so we have AC is equal to 3 times a negative 12. Then I'm checking to see if it's on there. One moment. Yep, okay. So then I've got equals a negative 36. Okay, I'm going to put my factors right here in case it goes off the screen. So let's put them right here. And then I've got my B. Okay, so then my B is a negative 16. Okay, so I need some factors of 36. Alright, so I've got 1 and 36, 2 and 18, 6 and 6, 4 and 9. Okay, and you can stop when you find it, of course. Okay, so now you're going to subtract the pair to give you a 16. So subtract the pair to give you a 16 is my 18 and my 2. Okay, then remember this goes with the bigger number from your pair. So bigger number from pair. Alright, so then I'm going to scoot this over here just to make sure it's going to be on the screen. Okay, so then I've got 2 and 18. That's a negative there. 18 is my bigger number, so it's going to be with a negative 18 and a positive 2. Because remember, if this is a negative, these are different signs. Subtract, and then there are different signs there. Okay, it's the only way you're going to get that to work out. Okay, so you got negative 18 and positive 2. Okay, so now again I'm going to bring this down. I think I'm going to bring it down way down here so that I can use it. So I've got 3x squared, space, space, and then I'm going to bring down my minus 12. Okay? Alright, so I'm going to scoot this out of my way. This is negative 18 plus 2. Okay? So it's let's see if I can squeeze it here. Negative 18 and plus 2. Alright, so that's my negative 18x and my positive 2x. Okay, so that's negative 18x plus 2x. So that's what I'm going to put in. The negative one is easier to put in first. It's trickier when both of them are negative, huh? Alright, so then plus 2x there. Alright, so then I have that, and then I need to put my parentheses around that. Okay, so let me use blue. Alright, so I'm going to put that around in blue like that. Okay, now this really, that is a minus 12. Let me make that blue so you didn't think it was one of these lines here, okay? Alright, so then we're going to find my GCF here. So let's GCF it. So we've got 3x, and then what's left inside is x minus 6. Then I've got plus, and then out of this set of parentheses, this is called grouping, okay, factor by grouping. So I'm going to take out my 2, so I got 2, and then I've got x minus 6 again, all right? And I am rejoicing because I got the same exact binomial, all right? So we say, wowzy, woo! All right, so same exact binomial on that, okay? And then we put it all together. All right, so we've got my x minus 6, okay, and then you have your 3x plus 2. So then you've got your 3x plus 2, and there's your other binomial, and then there's your answer right there, okay, and then you are complete. All right, so that's how you can do the harder ones. Then, of course, when these numbers are even bigger, you've got more choices that you have to look at, okay, but here's the gist, and I think you should be able to go from there, all right? Okay, I forgot to show you how to do the pattern. This is just what I do here, so I'll just show you that right quickly in bright blue on this one right here. So if I had 2x squared plus 7x minus 9, okay, so if I had that, and then I was factoring this, I would set this up, and I would do my boxes like we do right here. I would do this on both ends. So I would say this is 1 and this is 2, and then I would say that this is 1 and 9, and this is 3 and 3. So then I already know that the only two factors I have here are just 1 and 2. So one of them's got to be 2x, and one of them has to be x when I'm actually going to do my FOIL. So then I remember when I put my number here, it's got to be doubled. It's going to be multiplied by 2 here, not just 1. That's why these are so much easier. Well, not those, but the ones with the 1 in front. Okay, so then I say to myself, I'm trying to get to a 7. Okay, so if I do 7, and this is a minus sign here, so that means I'm going to have different signs in here. So it means I'm going to have to subtract the pair to give me my 7. But I have to remember that this is doubled. So if I double 9, that's already 18. So that's too big. But if I double the 1 and then subtract that from the 9, I'll get a 7. So I'm just doing like patterns, So I got 1 here, and then I can put the 9 here. And then I want to put my signs in last. So I have 2x times 1, so that's 2x. 9 times x, so that's 9x. And so then I want this to give me a 7x, so I need this to be a negative 2x there. And then that will give me my 7x to check right here. So then I have 2x minus 1 and 2x plus 9, which is exactly what you have right here, 2x plus 9 and x minus 1. So you can kind of do patterns and stuff like that. That's how I was taught, so that's how my mind works. This is very systematic. It's an algorithm. It's a system that you can follow in order to get the answer as well. So this is patterns, okay? And this is following a procedure, all right? So there, now you have both, and sometimes you want to use one more than the other. Sometimes one works better than the other. You'll see and see how it goes. Okay? All right, so there's that for you.